Hello everyone. Welcome to the Looming Dread 13th Age adventure. The party is currently with the Thicket Crone, the icon of nature and kind of druidic magics.
Curses, blood, stuff like that.
All the good fun things that all the good little girls and boys need to learn about. They are been kind of instructed with a mission to find two very, very important kind of ritual components for a kind of a ritual spell that should help with the task at hand, which is defeating Tarlock, and perhaps even finding access to the Withering through the usage of those ritual components. And so, Nanoka, introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you playing? And did we ever establish the name of this, where the weird kind of like time-shifting sands was? Like, did we give it like a name?
Hello, Nanoka here. I'm playing Mars, the Forgeborn Wizard. I think we only named that the desert is called the Sands of Time. I'm not really sure whether we named it. Did we name the continent or anything?
I don't think we did.
I was gonna say, I named my continent. I can't remember if we named that one though.
I don't think we did.
Oh, well, in that case, feel free.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, how about what kind of rumors or what kind of things has Mask heard of this place?
Rumors. Oh, I might as well just repeat. There are giant sandworms that the rumors say from ancient times due to the magical nature of the place. They have somehow survived from previous ages to the current day, and they are much more massive than you expect creatures to be in this age. In the previous age, things were bigger because there were, like much more ambient magic to support them.
And being that this place still has like so much magical kind of overflow that just allows them to stay big, whereas in other places they would get small, right?
Yep.
Okay. Zen, introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you playing? What has your character heard about this? I'm going to call it the shifting land. I'm just gonna call it that.
Hey, I'm Zen. I'm playing Ruvir Calyx, the Wood Elf Cleric. He would probably have heard that there is a nomadic tribe of people that are very, very rarely seen, and that the rumor is that they eat the sand to stay young, but that's probably not true.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. With that, Zure, introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what does your character know about the shifting lands?
Here, I'm Zuri. I'm playing Mirage, the Changeling Charlatan. Mirage has heard a rumor that all that sand is actually just the end of something. Basically, like, it's like the beachfront towards whatever this land created that basically drains away into a sea of time and mixing and waves, and it's very easy to get lost there if you take a misstep or whatnot or get swallowed by it.
Indeed. As what is a desert except a very, very dry ocean? Unfortunately, I think Mega is still waiting on their computer, so when they can pop in, we'll ask about them. For now, we shift to the screen. The screen is not there. There it is. And so we find ourselves back. I want to say, and it looks like they just popped in. Hello, Mega.
Hello. There we go. That's working out.
Okay.
Still loading the game.
Oh, it's still loading. Okay. Well, as we're doing that, introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what has your character heard about the Shifting Lands? The kind of weird place with the weird time sand.
Hello, I'm Megatrico. I'm playing Raphael Blackhand, the Paladin Necromancer. And the Shifting Sands were already ancient back in Raphael's original age. They have been there for a long time. There's no records of how they came to be have ever been found.
That is also very true. As not even history remains with time. So, I will say it's probably been a day. She gave you guys a place to kind of rest and kind of gather any other things that you would need. Obviously, she has components for rituals for people like Ruvir and Mask, if they desire it. She has foods, though some of them probably look a little strange with how she prepares them. But she essentially gives you guys whatever you kind of resources you would need for your trip. She's tried to make sure that you have them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure we have lots of food and water.
The thicker crone will say, that is good, Ruvir. The lands there are quite scorched and parched. Very, very difficult to find waters. But, and she kind of looks to you and says, my magics may find some way towards you in case something does happen.
Okay. Yeah, he'll thank her and just keep an eye on the party, see if anything goes wrong.
Okay, what about everyone else? How are you guys kind of gathering your supplies and kind of preparing everything?
I think Mars will take the opportunity to gather some plant-based materials for his component pouch.
Oh yeah, plenty of plant and roots and other types of things to be gathered. Maybe even things that Mask recognizes. And Tiberius would be there. Tiberius probably is also gathering some stuff for you.
Yep.
Just throwing them in a big old backpack. What about Raphael? Mirage? What are you two? What are you preparing?
Raphael is cleaning his sword and his plate, or his plate armor, and probably, yeah, he's probably getting some necromantic components. I'm sure that Wicked Crone will have, if not meant specific necromancy stuff that can easily be applied to necromancy.
Okay. And Mirage, what about you?
I mean, grab the basic supplies, the food and water stuff, but he'd mostly be trusting Ruvier to cover that. He'd slip off to that room with all the locked tomes and that and start looking for secrets and stuff. So there's definitely powerful magic here, so he'd be trying to see if he can find anything interesting, mostly.
Okay, if you want to, you want to try and look through the tomes, give me, I want to say like a. Well, how are you trying to like open them? Are you trying to use like a lockpick? Are you using like a magic?
Oh yeah, for him he'd be trying to pick the lock because that's very much what he'd do.
Okay. So if you want to do it quickly, obviously dexterity. If you want to do it safely, that would be wisdom.
He'd be just using his deafness to try and open it quickly and avoid any blast by jumping out of the way if he needed.
Okay.
Let me just remember if I have something for this or not, though. No, perceptive is on the sight stuff, so it's not going to apply.
A 31. Okay. Goodness. All right. So you you kind of quickly jam it in. You try to see that, you know, the Thicket Crone is kind of giving some things to Ruvier, and you kind of stick the lockpick in, you jostle around, and you eventually pop it open. And that tome, as you look at it, it is a tome about the Nightmare Lord. It's her own kind of encounters with him during her long-lived age.
Well, that seems on point. He'd start, I imagine, looking through it, like kind of flicking through pages at random, and then he'd just shove it in his bag and decide to read it through more thoroughly later.
Yeah. As you're kind of doing, as you kind of like quickly put it into your bag, the Thicket Crone herself will actually come by, and she'll kind of say to you, "Are you prepared, Mirage?"
Always.
Be right back. Sorry, be right back.
You see her kind of putting her hands like in front of her kind of dress, and she just kind of smiles at you, almost like a mother does. And she goes, "Good. You will have to be quite prepared for your journey." And she will kind of return back to the center where the kind of plants are growing right here. And you'll see her kind of taking out like a few little seeds from like a pouch, she'll kind of open the dirt and she'll kind of put them in, and then she'll with like a fingernail kind of prick her finger with it, and she'll kind of drip a few of her blood upon it, and you'll see the little seeds will kind of grow up almost instantly, and they form this, obviously a doorway. And she'll state, "Go through there, and that will take you to the closest city in the Shifting Lands. Unfortunately, the time fluctuations make it quite difficult to get it close, so you'll have to do a bit of traveling to get there. But you have plenty of supplies. I'm sure that you will make it."
Mirage would scratch the back of his neck and kind of look towards Mask and say, "Which city is that? And where?"
Is that for me to make up?
I have no idea.
Yes, that is exactly for you to make up.
That's
Or is it for Mask to make up, though?
Yeah, we want to know, of course, some rumors and their main exports.
Fantastic. I suppose the closest city would be the nomadic town of Lindis. They have a bit of strained relationships to Maharaja, the capital of the Shifting Sands. We say that they were made out of people who were exiled from a previous age, but they were accused of a revolution and an uprising. But I do believe they were probably innocent of that, and the capital probably just wanted a scapegoat. But that was a long time ago. So the tensions are not as rough as they were in the previous age, but you can tell that they don't like people from the capital, and they try not to visit it unless there's urgent need for supplies.
Is that the human capital you mean, or another one?
It is the human capital, yes.
I see.
The Thicker Crone will nod at this, and she will say, "It is best to be wary of those places around the capital. The sands there hold many things, not just time, but grudges as well. Grudges that are not so easy to release." And she'll
I'm back.
she'll kind of move herself to the side, and you'll see the... Oh yeah, roll your icon dice as the doorway kind of opens for you all to kind of enter it, to be taken to Lindis, this nomadic town.
You got a spelling on that? Because I admit I wasn't sure.
That would also be good too. Okay, Nanika, how do you spell the nomadic town?
Oh my god!
Okay, I kind of figured that's how it was, but I just put it the wrong way. Okay.
So I was laughing at the 111 on the relationship dice.
Oh no.
That means they're all good ones.
They're all good ones. It's still funny as hell though.
Oh,
It's
no.
like 655, but that means only once.
Oh goodness.
Oh, doubles on Mask too.
Yep.
Okay, so that means that should certainly have enough things.
We'll see.
You may not. You never know. You may not need to use them yet. But we'll see.
Reminds me of when the other character got 666 on the Demonologist.
Yes, Kyre. That was Kyre.
That was Kyre, yeah.
Good old Kyre, gallivanting around in one of the abysses somewhere.
Poor guy.
With that, Tiberius kind of looks, and he kind of looks to you, Mass, just kind of waiting to see if you want him to go, as he's unsure of the protocol.
I'll hop on his shoulder and give him like a reassuring shoulder pat that we're all good.
Yeah, I'll nod to Tiberius and say, "Yep, can prepare yourself. Going on the trip."
Okay, Tiberius will then slowly, doing his best, obviously, he's going to slowly make sure he's not stepping on the flowers. Quite difficult for him, but he's attempting to do so. And he then disappears, as does Mirage.
Ruvir will give the Thicket Crone a deep bow and then disappear through the portal.
Okay.
Raphael just sort of nods once with his head and goes to the portal.
Okay. Now all that is left is Mask. I feel like Mask is contemplating.
Yes, plenty. Guys, teleport through.
Yeah, he had to pause to make notes on the portal so he can try to replicate it later.
Where the heck do you guys go?
With
Yeah, teleport.
Yeah. How'd you get over there? There we go.
Mask is too busy glitching through the wall, thank you.
With that, you soon find yourselves in the town of Lindy's. Let's get some. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Let's use this one.
Are we just appearing in the middle of town, or are we kind of towards one of the sides?
I would say you probably appeared like right around there at the entrance. So you see, of course, this you see these kind of crudely made kind of fencing from palm trees. Everything looks like it's made kind of very quickly, even though some of the kind of the ramparts and stuff here are obviously stone, probably from like an older like town or something that existed like long before, and they just kind of modified it to be a little slightly more movable. There are a few guards right here, and they kind of observe.
Did we just appear in front of them, or did it look like we actually walked up to them?
It looked like you probably just like appeared in front. Actually, what happened was
Like a mirage!
essentially what happened was, I mean, that's basically what happened. You know,
So there's definitely a moment of panic for Mirage. If suddenly there's people there that aren't, just the thicket crowd. He'll go back to duck down behind Tiberius, go back to Silas.
I mean, it would have gave you enough time to change. So yeah, you would have probably changed there with her. The guards kind of look at you all as you kind of almost appeared in front of them. They kind of look to each other, and then they kind of look at you, and they say, "Where do you hail from? What lands?"
Mirage gives Mask a slight bump forward since he knows this land's better and he can probably make up a better story.
Here, my friends, the end is we are simply traveling from the nearby. Oh my god! Sorry, out of characters. They are doing some construction work near my place. That is driving me insane. Anyway, back in character. Here, my friends, we come from the nearby tribe of the Gar tribe. Please be at ease. We are merely here to do some training, and we may be on our way to other lands.
The voice sounds kind of robotic, but it kind of fits.
It does fit, yes.
Great!
Here we go. We'll just use this guy as a representation of the guards. They kind of look you all over, and one of them will open up the gate, and they will simply say to you, "Make sure that you mind your manners here in Lindy's. Otherwise you will end up like some poor wretched fool." And you see, as the gates kind of opened, you see this thing that looks like a kind of pillar, but you can see it's been kind of charred. And you can see on it a skeleton, and you can tell from you can tell that the skeleton's kind of been blasted by the sands of this place.
We'll keep that in mind. I guess we can enter, right?
Yeah. You can enter in, and you can see a myriad of various people wearing very kind of simple clothes. You see a few people kind of selling kind of random goods. There's people riding these kind of camels through the town with these large kind of jugs of waters. You see children, of course, kind of running around and doing it as they do. And you see this building right here. You see the door open, and you'll see a dwarf kind of come out, and he's quite rotund, and his beard is slightly more trimmed than the dwarves that you've seen. But Mask, he looks at you, and he goes straight to you. How do you react?
Well, good time for the construction work to be. Mask throws his arm wide open. Yeah, he's very friendly, and he says, "Doctor, wow, it's been a long time, my old friend. What have you been up to? This seems like a strange place for you to be."
Dondon says, "This place is where I need to be. Does it not? This place is always in need of a good inspector of wares and goods." And he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Speaking of which, have you been doing your maintenance, Master?"
Sorry, could you repeat that last line? I couldn't quite hear it.
Okay. He goes, "Have you been doing your maintenance, Master?"
This, well, yes, I have. Based on what you have taught me, but I always feel more safer when you are the one in charge.
Dondon will kind of look at everyone and he will say, he'll go, "Yes, please, come. And he'll kind of lead you all down this alley. I don't have a map of it, unfortunately. But he'll kind of take you all to his home. And you'll see that he has this kiln in the front of it. And you can kind of see that they use they basically use kind of like this special type of metal that kind of looks like sand. And that's what he uses to repair things. You see scimitar blades and chains and such. The stuff that you would have for travel and such. And he'll kind of lead you all inside. And he'll say to Mask, he'll say, "Master, please sit yourself down here." And Tiberius... he'll go, "Yes, Master Tiberius, good to see you as well." And Tiberius simply kind of gives a head nod. And Dondon, if you sit down, Mask, he'll begin kind of undoing the tunic that you wear. And he'll say to you in silence, he'll say, "Master, do your associates know of your condition?"
Yes, they do know. They do know I'm a watch.
He'll nod. Very, very well. And he'll kind of open up the tunic enough so that you can see basically where like the torso and the chest would be. Mask, can you describe for me what your chest kind of looks like? Particularly where your heart should be.
you see what is essentially like a bunch of complex wiring connected to this glowing red orb, like, and most people will find it rather eerie because it's a red orb that sort of beats like a heart, even though it's a mechanical object, and it glows this reddish color that makes you reminds you of lava, and you think it might even actually be lava.
Yeah, as like that kind of chest plate is kind of revealed, you'll see Dondon will go to where his forge is, and he will pull out these very, very thick leather looking gloves, and he'll put them on, and he'll kind of gather up these tools. And you'll see him begin kind of inspecting your heart mask, and he'll say, "It seems that it has been kept in decent condition, but there are certainly been batterings. From the looks of you and your compatriots, I am assuming that you have been dealing with things that wish to destroy you. Am I correct, Master?"
Well, that is the life of an adventurer. Everything always trying to. I've taken quite a few deaths in my time, I suppose.
Yes, but yours is quite different. And you see him again kind of tinkering with it. And you'll see him kind of drop one tool, and it's like you can kind of see that it's gotten almost red hot from just being into contact with your heart. And he goes, with that in mind, Master, your time as an adventurer, yes. It seems that we are in need of them. I have heard many distressing things in the other parts of the world. A great darkness sweeping over a city, the dead walking, dark clouds forming in mysterious places.
Yeah.
Mirage is kind of leaning in to watch what he's doing, just mostly out of curiosity.
Dondon kind of sees you doing that, and it doesn't seem like he pays you any mind with doing so. He just kind of moves his hand, like the tools out of the way, and you see like one of the tools is almost melted. That's how hot it gets with mask. And he goes, "Master,
Is it supposed to be that hot?"
He goes,
He's asking Dondon / Tiberius, depending on who's paying attention.
Dondon goes, "The Master's heart is the heart of a dragon. And dragon hearts, depending on what kind they are, usually is quite potent. The Master's heart is special, even among the dragons of fire. And it has been my family's duty for generations to make sure that this heart does not go critical."
So did Mask run away, or why we haven't seen you before?
I appreciate your family's work for family's generations for what they have done to me, Dondon.
Dondon goes, "The Master, despite the iron form that he resides in, he still has the wanderlust of of mortals.
He ran away from home.
If you want to describe it as such, yes, but the master, he kind of looks to you and he goes, the master has been around for many, many ages, and my grandfather and his grandfather and his grandfather and so on and so forth have told me of him. He has watched...
Mirage still looks a little proud of Mask in that moment.
He has watched my family grow and shrink and disperse. Unfortunately, the master perhaps has no home anymore. Perhaps that is why you... He says almost kind of jokingly, he says, perhaps that is why you travel so much, master. You are still searching for that place.
That may be true.
Perhaps you will find it here in the place where even the sands don't wish to stay in the same place.
I can only hope so.
You'll see him kind of take like a tool that kind of looks like a wrench, and he'll kind of tweak it in you, Mask, and you'll feel like a spark kind of come out, and it'll kind of whoosh out of you, and it singes like a couple of his kind of scorches some of the tables and such. And he goes, well, master, that... he kind of looks at your heart. And he goes, well, master, that should keep you at least for another age or so. If anyone who is observing Dondon would like to do like an insight or like a... see if he's hiding something, like a motive, you can do so with wisdom and a background for doing so.
You're darn right.
Ruvir.
Perceptive applies.
Yep. Ruvir, as you're kind of... As you're in the shop, you're probably looking at some of the exotic goods that are there. There's a lot of beautiful kind of things there, and maybe that's kind of distracting you. Mirage, you know body language so well because of your time as like a spy and such. So you know that Dondon knows a little bit something more than what he's telling Mask.
Let me just think how he'd say this. You saw something you do not wish to speak. What is it?
Dondon kind of looks to you and he goes, I do not know what you mean, friend of the master.
You're a bad liar.
You see him kind of getting up from from where he's sitting, and again, you know, he's a dwarf, but he's kind of rotund, but you can certainly tell that he certainly has muscle to him, and he says, I will not take to such words. You offend me in front of my master. If you were not his associate, I would strike you down and humble you.
Mirage would give Mask a look, and seeing if he wants to pursue it, but he would give him a slight shrug.
Dondon will look to you, Mask, and he'll kind of look down a little ashamedly, probably for his outburst at Mirage, but he'll wait for you to say anything if you want to say anything.
You there?
Sorry, can you give me a second?
Okay.
Basically, Mirage said that Dondon is lying, and he's looking to you, Mask, if you want to pursue what Mirage has said.
I think he might have needed to step away for a minute, so...
Okay.
Yeah, they're not in the call. Okay. What's
It might be-
Raphael and Ruby are doing, I guess?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Raphael, what are you doing? What are you kind of?
Honestly, I'm just standing back, seeing how this altercation plays out.
Okay.
I guess altercation, I don't know if it's quite the right word, but you know what I mean.
Argument.
Yeah, probably it's a better word. It's not quite an altercation yet, at least.
Yeah. Ruvir, as you're kind of looking at the various tools, and smith blades. Again, a lot of them are, kind of scimitars, sabers. You see a few, I guess, in our world we would call them European styled blades and like daggers.
Okay.
If you like, you can roll. If you want to roll a D100, you might find an interesting one.
Yeah, I love rolling D100.
Hello.
Hello?
That's a bit better.
Now just a bit of an echo.
It's actually much worse for me, but okay.
Ruvir, as you're kind of looking around the blades, you find one that the handle is made kind of out of kind of reeds, and the blade itself has it has like a little kind of design kind of put into it, and the design is of an Efreet. But it is not a magic item. It's just a regular
Does
blade.
the dwarf have any writing about like their? I'm just snooping now.
Yeah.
Does he have any like writing along with the tools or designs?
Oh yeah, there's books. There's plenty of like a small little shelf of books.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm gonna look and see if there's any about Mask while they're doing that.
Okay. Yeah, say again, Nanika, real quick.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah. I think it
Yes.
sounds a little bit better.
Alright.
It's not as robotic,
Yeah.
but I was getting a lot of echo at first.
Yeah. Okay, as Raphael has to be RB. But yeah, Revere, you can kind of look around through the little shelving to see if there's anything related to Mask. And again, kind of going back to Mask really quick. Again, with are you going to pursue what Mirage said about Dondon lying to you?
I think I actually worded it as he's not telling you the whole truth, but yeah.
Okay, he's hiding something from you.
Hiding something, that's probably the better way to put it, because it didn't sound like he was outright lying, he just wasn't telling the whole story.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, what you said was, you're a bad liar.
No, that's fair. I'm calling him out. But I was lying about not telling everything, and that was correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. If you're talking right now, I cannot hear you, Nanika.
Danica, can you say something real quick?
Hello?
Hello?
I heard that.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can, but oh my god. It's really trying to... The noise outside is really trying to fight for...
It sounds like it's really trying to like fight you for being able to speak.
It has certainly been a day for everyone, it seems
Yeah.
like.
If you need to, you can type it out in the chat on Foundry.
Alright. Oh, anyway, what was happening in the last 5 minutes or so?
Okay.
I mean, what do I have to respond to? What's happening? I think I missed the last few minutes.
Okay. Mirage said out loud that Dondon is not telling you the whole truth of what's going on. And so Mirage is kind of looking to you to see if you want to essentially pursue that statement. Basically saying...
Sure, let me type out something.
Yeah. As they're doing that. Ruvir, you do find several kind of small books, and they do detail Mask.
I'll just read through that for a bit.
Okay.
While the drama happens.
Okay. Yep. As you say that, Dondon kind of looks down ashamedly and he says, "Forgive me, Master. I did not wish to worry you or your friends." He goes. He kind of takes a deep breath and kind of sighs a bit, and he says, "Your heart is well. I think it is rejecting you, Master. Now, the only way that it would be rejecting you is if the magic that makes it beat is being counteracted by something. That is why your heart burns my tools and scorches. Means that..." He kind of looks and he goes, "Perhaps the beast that the heart was carved from, maybe something forces it to renew its vengeance, its anger towards you. And that is why your heart is reacting the way it does. It senses its former body, and thus it rejects you."
Mirage would kind of be thinking for a moment, then he'd glance over to Raphael. Raphael, would Tarlock be capable of animating a dragon's body?
I can't put it past his power.
What are the chances of that causing the issue for the heart?
He kind of looks to you and he goes, a master of the dead arts. I am certain if they are potent enough that they could possibly do such a thing. Of course, in this place with time that it shifts and moves, it may have given them a way to do so with far more far more power in the process.
Mask, any chance you can possibly detect the magic that's counteracting it or track it or something?
That may be worth a shot. I hope that.
Okay. So, Mask, how do you want to try and track it or what have you to see if you can find out the magic that's kind of causing this issue?
Let me type something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would definitely say like a ritual or an icon relationship would definitely help with those.
Great, I've
It's a bummer that his Mike is causing so many issues on his section.
Yeah. Maybe the microphone itself is on its last legs. I know that when I had...
That's what I was wondering, yeah.
Yeah.
That tunes in.
Well, as Mask is kind of typing it out, Ruvir, as you're kind of looking over the books, a lot of them are essentially kind of schematics, if you will, of Mask themselves. So you see, obviously written about the heart and all the magic and stuff that was used to essentially power it, and all the different kind of maintenance things that have been done to it over the ages by the...
Can I go back to the start and see what I find out about, the dragon and the ritual they did? To see if it gives us clues about it?
Okay, give me a wisdom and an appropriate background for that to see if you can find it quite quickly. Dundon, your resistance, if you would. The mask reached into his chest, taking out his heart, still attached through mechanical wires. Place your tools upon them while I call upon the power of the Star Scryer. Okay. Dundon will, again, kind of put on his gloves, and he'll take out some tools. And you see him kind of braving the heat as he kind of sticks it into your chest and starts kind of pulling it out ever so slightly. Ruvir, as you're kind of going through the book, you quickly enough find the page that it was on. The person who kind of writes on it speaks of an ancient dragon that was it wasn't like its breath that was just so hot. It was literally it just being there just created this kind of glassing effect of the sands. And basically anyone who tried to actively try to fight it was essentially just singed to ashes anytime it was that hot of a creature.
Does it talk about how they defeated it? I'm trying to get ideas for a ritual
once we find the dragon or whatever.
You kind of go on a little bit, and you do get to a page where it says it's kind of written a little bit different from the initial part. It's written kind of more, kind of poetically, kind of flows, and it speaks of a woman who went alone against it, who seemed to call upon the stars themselves, and that quelled the dragon's fire.
Okay. I don't steal the book like Mirage does, but I do memorize that bit.
Okay, and Mask, with you as you're kind of calling upon the Star Scryer, the flames kind of burst, and the wires that are kind of connecting you to this heart, a few of them kind of break, and they start send out arcane steam, and you can feel your very essences. You feel like you're gonna explode, just with how intense everything is going. But you soon kind of move yourself beyond everything here, and you're kind of thrown. You're kind of thrown through, and you see a few kind of strange things. You see a building with 6 heads of ancient wizards. You see a buried kind of temple with various runes upon it. And the last of it, you see a forgotten city, which has been pulled from the sands itself. And it's there in the forgotten city that you see just an inkling of a serpent's eye, and you can hear its voice kind of booming within your ears, and it simply says, "I can smell you." And it's with that you're kind of pulled back, but you can feel almost like something is actually tugging on the heart itself, and you can see this kind of arcane line kind of moving, and it's like it is a fate string. So if you kind of follow it, or you kind of feel where it's pulling, it'll probably lead you to where the dragon is.
Just to confirm, only Mask, I presume, can see this, considering he did the icon call. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. You just see Dundon is like, you see him kind of gritting his teeth, and you can see that even his gloves are starting to almost melt with just the intense heat of the heart.
That's better than them burning, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But what you notice as the the glove itself is melting, on the inside there was this kind of bronzian, or some kind of
metal hands.
Metal hands with runes on them, essentially just to give an extra bit of heat protection. And even that is kind of not doing good. Mass feeling from it. Okay.
Do you know where that is?
Mask, you feel that the direction is going that way.
I feel like either this episode or the next episode is going to be like called "Don't Go Breaking My Heart."
Yeah, it's all heart puns. We know that.
It's all heart puns.
That is maybe. We'll see.
We must find Mass fated one. The red string of fate leads us to the dragon.
Yeah. Mask, put some toast in your mouth. We gotta go.
As you can kind of tell it, you guys are gonna start preparing. Dondon goes, wait, and you'll see him kind of go out, and I want to say like 20 minutes or so kind of passes by, and you'll find some traveling mounts to go with you. But these mounts are kind of special. They are they kind of look like horned toads, basically, but they're quite large. They're about the size of a horse.
I mean, I'm gonna have to ask. Is Dondon the one giving us these?
Yes, Dondon is giving them to you, and he says, "These creatures, they are worth a hefty price, but they are worth it for my master."
How do we keep them alive, or are they pretty self-sufficient?
Dondon goes, you'll see Dondon kind of...
Actually, I have like a nature background. Yeah. I should probably just roll that, but it's fine.
That, yeah. No, you can roll it if you want.
You know what? No, I would just ask Dondon. Dondon. That's fine.
Dondon gives you these kind of gourds that are kind of made out of like a squash. And there's like another one, like another gourd, and inside of it you can obviously feel that something is wiggling on the inside, and he says, "The mounts, they do not need to rest as much as people do. Just make sure that you give them some of the waters and the worms every 2 days, and they should be able to take care of you. But," he says, when it comes to the night time, they will have to be in the sands."
I feel like I should have a fall. Like, do we need to bury them, or can they handle that bit on their own?
No, they can. No, like obviously they can bury themselves. Like I said, these things are basically giant horned lizards.
Okay, I'm into that. All right. Next most important question. He will walk up to his mount and he'll ask what its name is.
That one, he says, this one is known as, I believe in your tongue, it means rose. And you can see that the scaling on it, it's very much like kind of like a scarletish kind of color on it.
What's its name in your tongue?
He goes, if you're wanting it in the Dwarvish, we would know it as Rasverdast, which again simply means It means blood skin.
I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat it?
Stash verdash.
Oh, don't be mean.
Sorry, I had to.
I do want to ask, when he said your tongue, did he say it in common or did he say it in like Elven?
Like
I said it in common.
In,
Oh wait, Dondum?
yeah, no, Don. Yeah, I mean,
Just checking.
well, Don. Well, again, common.
I mean, he's obviously super smart. That's why I was wondering if when he said your tongue, if he said in Elven or in common.
No, I think he. Was
I look human. He just as a reminder. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I was the one who asked.
Oh,
No, it would be English. It would be English.
or common,
Or
etc.
common,
Okay.
or common, yeah.
That's fine. Okay, I was just wondering. Maybe he knew Elven. I don't know.
He probably does know Elven.
Okay.
But unless you say it to him, he probably wouldn't respond in it.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna. I don't know. Just give Rose some pets, and
Yeah.
I will check with him before we go. Have they had worms today, or are we partway into the 2 days?
London goes. I had fed them this morning, so they should be good for. They should be good.
Okay. Thank you, Dondon. Is there anything we can do to repay you for all this?
Dondon simply goes, well, I would hope that you prevent my master from either losing his heart or exploding because of his heart. If his heart were to explode, well, think, this is meta, but think like a nuclear bomb would basically happen if, like, masks explodes, basically.
Okay, but that's repaying Mask. What do you want?
Dondon,
Be selfish, Don.
Dondon just kind of goes, what would he want? Dondon goes, perhaps you can give me if you are able to defeat the dragon, perhaps bring me its scales, or perhaps pieces of its claws or teeth. If I have some of those, I could possibly create some armors and blades that would be quite good for people to buy from.
Alright, that sounds good, Don. If we don't beat the dragon, I won't bring you anything, though.
Dondon goes.
He's clearly joking. He's clearly.
Dondon goes, well, if you do not defeat the dragon, then perhaps the world will be quite happy with a large mirror.
Alright. I stopped teasing him. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna figure out how to climb onto the frog.
Yeah, you do it like you would a horse. You just kind of heft up. The padding on it is quite nice. It's kind of stitched up. Rose, when she kind of stands, you can kind of tell that she has like a very haughty personality. Yeah. And she has green eyes, like emerald green eyes.
So they're actual like frogs, like watery type frogs, not like toads or anything, or just checking here.
My understanding was like a horny toad.
Yeah, it's
one
like
of those
a
ones with-
horn.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like a horn.
Okay. That's more of what I was kind of expecting. Okay, good.
And Dondon will go to you, Mask, and he'll say, Master, please be safe out there. And I'm assuming you all kind of get onto your mounts, and you begin heading out. Soon the
I'm assuming we don't need to like search since since Mask has like
no
a tug in his chest where
you don't need to. Like I said, only Mass can really see the string, but Mass would be able to tell you.
The wizard takes point.
Yes, exactly. Also, I need to be right back.
Okay. Just for my reference, can you hear us, Nanika?
I can now. How does it feel on your end though?
It sounds good.
It sounds pretty good right now.
Alright, so what's happening is that for some strange reason, they have decided to do some construction work like right outside my house. So I can barely hear you guys half of the time. When,
that's frustrating.
They picked the correct day when it's the mass focus day to do this. So yeah, seems like they probably went for a 5 minutes break or something, but I assume the noise is gonna start up in due time, which is very annoying. I'm just gonna enjoy my moment of silence.
Yeah, hopefully they're done for the day soon. Actually, I have no idea what time zone you're in, so I have no idea when you'll be done.
I really doubt it.
Well, hopefully it's not major enough that it's for multiple weeks.
Are you guys like picking up the noise, the background noise when it's going?
Nothing right now.
No, nothing.
How about like 10 minutes or 15 minutes ago?
Like 10 minutes ago, no. Like an hour ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, at least we solved one problem.
Okay, I made some notes.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, with that, you all begin heading towards the direction that Mass pointed out.
Absolutely. He knows where we're going. He got the mental ping, so we'll follow his radar or compass, whatever you want to call it.
makes sense. You first kind of travel. I had to get some water for my throat. You kind of travel outside of the nomadic town of Landis, or Landis. And you travel over the scorching sands and the rocks, and the mounts don't seem to pay any mind to the kind of harsh conditions. But you're all, I'm sure all of you kind of feel the heat in some way or another. I would like for you guys to roll me a constitution to deal with the natural elements, and if you have a background that you feel is appropriate for dealing with these harsh conditions, you may do so.
I'd say the withering and experience there would probably prepare you for harsh conditions.
Very much so, but the withering, it's more of like kind of a cold, whereas this one's kind of like a very heated.
So I shouldn't apply it then, just to confirm?
Yeah, you can. No, you can.
Okay.
It's harsh condition is a harsh condition, but this one is again like a heat sort of thing. Raphael and Mirage, perhaps due to your connections to the Nightmare Lord and such, like the heat feels.
I'm also wearing full plate armor.
Yeah, you're also wearing.
Yeah.
So like it just feels incredibly rough to you. You both take. You take 9 fire damage as like the scorching heat of the sun kind of burns into you. Mass, maybe it is because of your heart that kind of helps keep you cool, and of course, Ruvir, you know that there are many types of plants and such that you can use as like an alternative water source to kind of keep you hydrated. Not that you drink it, but you kind of cut the leaves and you kind of press them on you to kind of keep you cool. And you kind of do share it with Mirage and Raphael as well to kind of help them kind of keep the heat down, but it's still kind of rough on them. Until you get to kind of out in the deserts, you find a strange little well. The lizards, the lizard mounts, just kind of get low for you to get down off of them if you desire to. But again, you see this thing that looks like probably at one point had been like a watering station. That's kind of over time, it's just kind of brought into ruin, and the only thing that's really left is the well, which is right here.
Yeah, Mirage would hop off the mountain, go check out the walls of this place, see what they're made of. Basically, just out of idle curiosity to see if the time stuff here has had an effect besides just aging the structure.
Sure. What kind of aspect of that are you kind of looking for?
He's mostly curious if there's parts of it that are more intact or that are regressing in time.
Okay.
Like,
Well, you can kind of see, like this, for example, you can tell that this looks like this is aged maybe... This has maybe been aged like a few weeks, maybe? Whereas, like, if you kind of walked over here, you can see, like, this looks like it's been aged a couple centuries.
so it is kind of uneven looking, hey?
Yeah, it's very uneven looking. And there's some of it, as you kind of see through the holes, that some of it looks much more intact. Like the whale, it's the well, and like the little kind of stone structuring of that looks like it has not been touched by the sands at all.
Mirage would remark on this just kind of passively out of just out of point of fact. Maybe to be a little bit cautious about entering here because the time stream seems uneven on this place.
I'll see what what Mask. I was gonna say what Tiberius does, but also what Mask does. Because they seem to be the least likely to be affected horribly by losing or gaining a couple.
I think we'd be okay.
Foodhead.
Actually, I think everybody in the party would not be that bad off.
I wonder if it affects elf differently from humans. Anyway, yes.
We got elf, immortal demigod, immortal other things. So I think we're okay.
I guess Mars sort of like not so Tiberius, and Tiberius like just sort of like walks around this area to sort of like examines out for anything out of the norm.
Yeah.
Does he regress to baby Tiberius at any point? Just to confirm.
Tiberius. Tiberius just kind of looks around. You'll see him. Do you want him to look in the well?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he'll look over the well, I suppose.
Okay. You'll see Tiberius kind of stick his head in there, and he kind of looks down in there like he's trying to see trying to see what's down there. And he'll kind of look up, and he'll kind of shrug a little bit, as he can't quite tell if that water is the water itself looks bad or anything. So,
Guess Tiberius. Yeah, Tiberius returned.
Yeah.
Alright, so Tiberius returns and report his finding, I suppose, in very short terms.
Yep. So he just kind of waits on you to tell him what you want to do.
Is there any... Do we find any like stairs or anything leading to a different level or something for this building?
You mean like steps?
Yeah, steps, stairs. Maybe in this little area here.
if you want to roll to see if maybe you find something. It doesn't look like it, but you're not 100% sure.
I'll grab a rock and toss it down the well and listen to hear if there's a splash or clatter or what.
Okay. You throw the stone in, and you hear like a bloop sound. Mask, as you're kind of looking around, are you, or is that for Tiberius?
That's for Tiberius.
Okay, Tiberius, as he's kind of looking around, you see him kind of tug on something and kind of pulls, and it looks like a root. But as he kind of pulls, you hear like a sound, and coming out of kind of like coming out of like that ground is, oh, that's a large. Need to fix that. Should be that big. There we go. You see this thing kind of burst out, and you soon feel kind of rumblings kind of all around as three more of these kind of cactus-like things kind of burst out.
Watch out, my friends. It appears that we are undersold by land-based beings.
But wait,
They're probably nice.
but wait, there's more. As Mirage, as you kind of look at the crumbling you hear the clunking of the stone, you start to hear a bubbling, and rising out of the waters, this thing will change, hopefully. This thing comes out of the well.
Is it like a rock sliding off the top of its head?
No, the rock actually kind of went down, and then it kind of sunk like how a rock does in water, and then it kind of falls out.
Oh. Fair.
And the water, the elemental, just kind of bubbles, and you see the kind of large cactid-like things kind of rumble, and you see the kind of spiky tendrils look like they're ready to kind of pull you in. And it looks like they are wanting a fight.
Roll for initiative then.
I suppose we shall oblige them.
Quick mask. Freeze the elemental, use it for ice cubes in the water.
We will have, I'll say this, the cactids are very, very slow, so I will have them go last. Which I think is fair. Because their initiative is like 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, with that, Mask, you begin.
If against my parents' judgment, if I stand here, would you say all of these guys are nearby?
He did charge India like a fool.
Yep.
I would say yes.
All right. Elemental Triad.
Oh, that's rough on that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was the cold one that missed. No.
Yeah, so tragic.
But the other ones got hit for 20. Yeah, you send the cold to the elemental, but it just kind of freezes up a few little parts of it. It's still quite plucky.
All right, and Tiberius is going to pull out a new spell that he retrieved from the body of the creature that we defeated like weeks ago.
Okay.
And
Instead of
try to
Tiberius, right?
Yep, Tiberius. Yep.
Also good. That's a stab.
Yes.
Yep, that's pretty good. And that was against. What is it on that guy? It's not the one I want. There we go. Let's see. They got anything special? No, they don't have anything special. Ish. Okay. What else?
That's it. I believe that's all of my actions.
Okay. With that, Mirage, it is your turn.
Mirage will tap his boots together 3 times and say there's no place like the realm of perpetual suffering, cold, and shadow. I'll activate the dress shoes to go into the shadow realm / withering.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Right, it is now it is now Raphael's turn.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do a true smite.
Okay.
+4 to attack should help, you'd think.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
I was gonna say, that was almost max, wasn't it? Well, not quite, but pretty darn close. It's a solid hit, too.
Yeah, nice. That's 4. Yeah, that's 44 damage.
Very nice, very nice.
Is it for? Yeah,
Yeah, good hit.
nice.
Yep, you wail into the spiny kind of cacted form. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, with that, it then shifts to Ruvir.
I don't really know what I want to do yet. So early in the fight. Did Mirage say who you wanted to go fight?
I think he just activated.
No, I don't think so.
He just activated his shoes.
Okay.
Because I mean, he's got 2 good targets for wanting to flank if he wants to flank.
I'll adapt. Do as you feel like.
Okay. I'm gonna go join Raphael on
Okay.
Alright, Matt's
the other
take
side.
it.
I mean, could I get to the water elemental in one move? Is that what we're thinking?
I'm probably DM calling that one,
You
to
were
be fair.
you were right here, right?
Yeah.
You were right here. Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
to that in one move.
Is this our second fight of the day, technically?
Yes.
Is it?
Okay. Actually, I already used the spell that I was going to use.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm going to swing the scythe at it.
Okay.
Okay, that's good information. Okay, that's the end of my turn. Thank you.
Okay. And with that, it then turns to the water elemental. And it is going to surge. Oh, I need to do a... Yes. Okay, well it doesn't do that, so that's fine. It's going to surge on poor Ruvir. And Ruvir, you basically feel this just hard, like, amount of water just blast you.
Alright, we're definitely drinking that out of martini glasses after this.
Let's see, is there anything else?
So you're saying you shouldn't use poison on it.
Very, very much so.
Not if we're trying to drink it, but...
I don't think you, even though it's water, I don't think you should drink it. That is its turn. It's gonna try and it's gonna stay in the water. It's gonna stay in the water. It is now the cactid's turn. This one is going to use its kind of spiky tendril on Tiberius.
Hang in there, Tiberius.
Oop, I don't think it's... There we go. It did not fall.
Good job, Tiberius.
Yeah, Tiberius just dodges out of the way. I think that one is going to stay there. Skittish is next. Skittish is going to try and smack.
Is Tendril a ranged attack?
Oh, that's what. Doesn't seem to say. Yeah,
it says it can target nearby. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Okay, so it pulls people in if it catches them. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, so it kind of grabs you up.
No, it's not a natural even.
Oh, right. It just kind of bops you up. Let's see. And then the next one, which is this one.
Social justice, right?
Yep. Oh, that is.
That must be the paladin version of the cactid, I assume.
Here is a little trait about them. They are slow. So basically,
Oh, wow!
you're gonna see this thing pull out the roots, and it basically very, very slowly.
But it can also just throw its tendril at a nearby target, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It just kind of moves itself. It moves itself to right there. And that will be that one's turn.
Clever.
Okay, Mask, it is your turn.
Okay, I guess I should get a... And I sure wish there was something that... or spells that hit more than one character. Oh well, I'm gonna use my lot to get a... at will, I suppose.
Listen, if you move behind social justice, they're all a nice line to lightning bolt.
Oh, yeah. the question. In that case, forget that I spent this slot. I don't know. Like, it's kind of rough. Like,
No, get right in there. Yeah, get right in there.
Okay.
Go for the
fine.
glory.
Let's live dangerously. Yeah, so I'm gonna fire off my lightning bolt. Damn.
Quite on one of them again. Well, that's all half. Whatever, that's good. You do it all three.
Nice.
Ooh, very, very nice. You get to see this happen.
Oh no! Is it shooting needles?
Unfortunately, it. I think it only hits Tiberius.
No, not Tiberius.
So yeah, as that lightning kind of hit it, you see it kind of rumble, and then you just see needles just burst out, and it kind of strikes into Tiberius. And Plucky takes half. So let me see. That's damage. So multiply.
21.
Yep, 20. Okay, what else, Mask?
Well, the good news is that, the Tiberius damage effects only denies me my next turn rather than this turn, so Tiberius can still attack.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, that's what he's gonna do. It hits.
Okay, very nice.
But yeah, so that will be the end of my turn. Yeah, wrong target.
There we go.
And yeah, ending my turn.
Okay, with that, it is Mirage's turn.
Alright, so as part of the effect of the Shadow Walk, I'll teleport nearby. I'm going to say here. And I'll slightly down so I can see that one, because I want to throw out. I'm going to activate Gloomy Ricochet as he draws 2 shadowy daggers out from his own shadow and then hurls them at the targets. As far as I hadn't targeted the second one, so let's do that first. Oh, maybe? I'm going to probably miss on the elemental.
Well hit.
Hit on the first one, missed on the second, as expected.
Oh yeah. We just
Okay.
have a...
So that was on the skittish one. This is the
64 to that one.
Oh yeah, because Shadow Walk, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goody.
Oh, we're definitely going to also use a free action to get some extra damage off this Shadow Walk with Umbral Miasma on the Cactus.
Okay.
For an extra 18.
Okay.
He's still up fairly. Okay,
And it does this one. Let's do its little thing.
sorry. Alright, now I feel bad about that, so I'm going to use my quick action to start to Shadow Dance with the Faceless Fandango. I'm gonna give the 11 temporary hit points to Raphael. Unless he doesn't want them. No, you're staggered either way, so yeah, take them.
I'm staggered, so that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually heal you above stagger because they're temporary, so you're still able to get your cool stuff off.
Nice.
Let's see. Quick action, and I think that's probably going to be everything. I just want to double check real quick here. Yeah, that's everything for me. Turn's done.
Okay. Raphael, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Toxic Steel on the cactus.
Okay.
Also, it's with advantage because of champion.
Yeah.
First time with stagger in the battle. Advantage.
You are. Oh, your rolls have been so mean some of these sessions.
Okay.
5, it might be enough.
5 damage.
5 on.
So not ongoing. The ongoing is only on a 17
No,
plus.
that's only on the 17 plus.
Unfortunately.
It's not enough. Okay, well... can I get to the water elemental in a move?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'm gonna... move away, but then disengage.
Okay.
Raphael's like, Mask, you got this.
So you're just moving? Not even,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's provoking the attack potentially and grabbed if he's not lucky. But he did have a plus 2 extra AC, yeah. That was just enough.
Alright. I'll move up to the water element.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Ruvir, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna start by rolling all of them. Unfortunately, I used up a lot of my stuff on the last fight. I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Okay.
Should I use a spell? No, I'll just use the scythe for now.
Is it just vulnerable to Raphael's attacks, or no?
You're
Who's vulnerable?
You're gonna hate this.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. It's
Bummer.
49.5, so 24. And that's the end of my.
Okay. It is now the elemental's turn.
Not yet.
Not a great way.
Nope, but you guys are right there, so guess what? It gets to do
Surge or whatever.
it gets to do surge, and it can do up to 2 enemies.
Is that 2 misses? It is 2 misses.
That means he heals twice?
I'll say yeah. It missed.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Maybe this wasn't the best plan.
Well, we didn't get hurt from it, but yeah,
It just kind of healed itself in the process.
it may have been a slight misstep. We'll see in a minute, though.
Next
Anybody else expecting to see Mask get grabbed by these guys and get like played with tug of war? Like,
Okay, let's see. It is going. It's gonna try and grab Tiberius.
uh-oh.
That's not natural even.
Yeah, so it
It still hits though, yeah.
still hits.
Yeah.
I think Tiberius is already missing his next turn, so it's not going to make any difference on that at least.
Skittish. Next. Skittish, I think, is going to try and sweep up Mask.
Ooh.
That is even, unfortunately.
Wait, it pops free from the enemy and moves next to the captain?
Mhm.
What does that mean?
If he's nearby and he's engaged with somebody else.
Yeah.
Wait. Actually,
I thought it meant it popped free from itself and then moves next to him, and I'm like, that doesn't.
What was that, Nanika?
Actually, this doesn't hit because I forgot to turn on my abjuration ability from casting a daily spell last turn.
Oh, what does that do? Does it increase your AC a bit?
Yep. Increase my AC and PD.
By +4, wow.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it looks like it was trying to grab you, but your kind of a shielding magic kind of appears, and that kind of blocks it off. And that will be its turn. This one is going to, I think it's, let's see, who's it gonna want? I'm gonna roll a 1d6. 1 to 2 is Ruvir. 3 to 4 is Raphael, and 5 to 6 is Mirage. So it's Ruvir.
I'm impressed with your restraint to not just dogpile the wizard.
The uninjured.
That is
Oh no!
No.
Oh my god.
So I will say I am once again at exactly half HP.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, so you do still get grabbed, but you're not taking
Yeah.
damage at least.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
just
this
kind
is
of you're just kind of pulled in.
So I'm pulled in, but fun fact, grabbed is not the same as stuck, is
I
it?
was say grabbed is still a condition. That's the one that gives you +4 to attack against them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while, admittedly, though.
Yeah, grabbed is you just get pulled in, and it gets better bonus to attack you. That is its turn. But Ruvir, I will say that as it kind of grabs you, you see like a strange looking like spine, and it's kind of pressing into your arm. And with that, it turns to Mask.
Alright, what you say is reasonable to attempt to catch the three units in color spray?
I'll say yeah, you could probably hit all three.
Alright. If I roll 3 on the targets, I guess, which isn't, guaranteed, but fingers crossed. Oh, nice.
That was a much better roll.
Nice.
Hopefully that'll kill the one.
Yeah, Skittish is definitely dead. This one is staggered, and it gets to do its little.
Is it weakened?
And it's hold on, has 30? It is not under 30, so it's not.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's going to attempt to shoot with the needles.
Oh, right.
Oh.
It's a lot of attack rolls.
I think they one hit. I thought they were all gonna miss.
Oh, is that me?
That was
Give me 1 second here. I want to check because I got some stuff.
Let's see, social buff affected, got hit. Let's see what's lucky. Let's get hit.
You've activated my trap card. I'll activate Dark Veil. Versus Will. So he takes the damage he would have dealt to me plus 10 extra.
That's
And then,
So 20.
yeah, and then I take half the damage. As the needles are drawn into the withering and shot back with shadowy energy enveloping them.
Very nice, very nice. Anything else, Mass? I think Tiberius needs to do some stuff.
Yep, Tiberius was, hit by a needle last turn. So as you know, that means he skips his attack and heals HP, and that's it.
Okay, Mirage, it is your turn.
That guy is picking on Tiberius. I'm not fond of that, I'll be honest. So we shall try to deal with him. Yeah, let's start with that. We'll do a throw with the illusionary daggers. Decent, that probably should hit. So 33 plus 9 would be 41, I believe. Or no, is that off?
That is just barely enough.
42, that is off.
That would just be barely enough.
Okay, so I put that one down. I will attempt to sustain and keep dancing the Faceless Fandango. Just reminder myself what the sustain is. It's on an 11 plus. So quick action. I sustain that. I'm going to give. Let's take a quick look here. Tiberius is out of kind of danger now. I'm going to give Ruvir the temporary hit points. Let me just roll them. So he gets 10. And then I'm going to end my turn because I'm pretty happy with where I'm at the moment.
Okay. Raphael, it's your turn.
Right, just to clarify, a spell that does weapon damage still counts as a weapon attack, right?
Are you talking about Haunted Sword?
I'm talking about Toxic Steel.
Well,
It's still your weapon,
What's the ability's wording?
It's
Oh, sorry, I meant the resistance for the DM.
it just says when a weapon attacks this creature, it has to be a 16 plus. So
Yeah, I think that's still a weapon attack. It just has different damage types.
Just the part of the spell says make a weapon attack.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any necromancy spells?
No, I don't have any.
No, 'cause he doesn't-
I don't blame you. I'm just wanted to ask.
I don't. Because my constitution is +2, which is not good for the.
No, I hear you.
Now I'll just try Toxic Steel and hope I roll a 16 plus.
We're gonna pollute the hell out of this spell.
I mean, I still have a damage buff, so
And it's you have advantage, right? If you miss.
No, that's only the first. That's only the first attack after I get staggered.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. There. The first time staggered by will gain advantage on your next melee attack. Alright. Well. Oh wait, I meant to do something else. Oh well, it hit anyway.
Is that for damage dice? Oh yeah, it is.
And
So that's halved.
but that might still be enough to nope.
Not quite. Alright. No, I'm not gonna do that actually. I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Alright. Ruvir, it is your turn.
I'm gonna roll for it.
Is he elf? He is not.
I'm gonna do freedom bells on the cactus.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna use my icon dice on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's a 6 with the thinking roll.
Okay, dokie.
Uh-oh, complicated.
What is a good complication? You just want to sacrifice a recovery for it? Because what are you wanting to? I'm assuming you just want to get away from it, right?
If I hit the bells, I pop pre-automatically, yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume you're trying to reroll the attack or whatever then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. You kind of like let your blood kind of drip down to kind of help you prepare yourself for it.
That one definitely hits for 32. It looks like.
A -1 hits, so yeah.
Yeah, just that natural one is the only thing that can screw you on it. Yeah. I can't believe that thing's still up.
Well, it's a blocker. There.
Ah, that does explain things. Yes.
They're also cactus, so they're not very smart. But yeah, you're able to pop free.
I don't really have any quick. Oh, I did have a quick action thing. It's fine. Actually, can I'll move up here for some cover.
Yeah, that's fine. We have to remember that if you guys take cover, that's like +2 to your AC. That's something I gotta remind myself. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. It is then the
Plucky.
It is Plucky's turn. Let me see. Mask, your weakened condition. Is it to the end of your next turn, or is it the water elemental?
Let me double check. The power,
Color spray, yeah.
Yeah, for
color spray, until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So should it still be weakened or should it not?
Yes, I believe so. right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Fast.
should be.
Okay.
Oh, that's why CC was lower.
Yeah, that's why. Not
Not
quite.
quite,
Really
yeah.
close, though.
It's inching closer.
Better finish it off then.
It is again gonna attempt to.
Well, it definitely
It
heals.
heals for 9.
Yeah.
That's
There's no miss effect on an actual one.
oh,
Oh,
right.
that's
not good.
right!
Honestly, it's so good that
It's probably not going to make a big difference.
I think it's gonna try and disengage from him.
Wish it does.
He managed it.
You see it. It kind of. It hates to do it, but it literally pulls itself out of the waters of the well and moves itself.
Slither away.
Yeah, tries to slither away. That's its turn. Alright, cactids. Those two are dead. This one's turn.
Oh, he's got so many targets to choose from.
Let's see. Does it have anything special? It can grab one. It can attempt to grab 2 people. So it's gonna try and grab 2 people.
Ooh, just missed on mask.
Okay, and then it needs to try and grab on Raphael.
That'll hit, but not grab.
No. Yeah.
Yep, just 16 damage. Then it's going to. It's also kind of weak. It's going to try and disengage, but it can't because it's so big and slow.
Is he engaged with? Is he engaged with mask?
No.
I don't think he's engaged with anyone.
That's fine.
It needs 2 actions to move anyway, so we know it can't.
Yeah. Hey, Mask, it is your turn.
Alright. I would like to move like this
Okay.
and try to color spray both of them.
Yeah, they're the only 2 left. I'm not gonna.
Ooh, the
Alright.
rare odd escalation color spray. I think you missed the other target.
I would say they're definitely not in a group.
Oh, oh never mind then. In that case, yes, he forgot to target the second one, but just target
Fair.
this guy, I guess.
That probably will nuke him.
It might weaken him, which would make him much easier to kill.
No, it's pretty.
So that kills it.
Okay, fair enough. You guys
Okay,
kill the
the
one
the weaken is off the other one because it's the Matt's turn. Oh no, Tiberius might kill him.
Wait,
Yep.
yeah, Tiberius.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiberius would spear him.
Go for the glory, Tiberius. Oh my god.
Pretty sure that kills it.
Yeah, that it does. As it tries to slink away, Tiberius just stabs it with the spear.
Wow, 3 hit points. Okay.
They were resilient. Okay. With that, combat comes to its end. And the well is not necessarily lonely, but it is quiet.
Raj will brush off his suit and get cleaned up after and pull all the various needles out of his clothes that he got shot with.
Goodness, those certainly were a prickly blanch, wouldn't you say?
We stare at Mask in silence.
Prickly, get it?
Raphael plucks a needle out of his face and flicks it at Mask.
Tiberius just gives you a thumbs up. He thought you were joking.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay, now
Tiberius.
I'm rolling the 20s, okay.
Tiberius, how about you give us take a look in the well once again, now that the water elemental is defeated.
Tiberius looks in.
That circle doesn't not want to recharge.
It does not look like it.
Well, lightning bolt came back though.
Tiberius just looks down, and you can see that the well itself, there is some water in it, but not to the brim as it had been with the water elemental inside it.
So it's significantly decreased, in other words.
Yes. But
Just to be safe, Mirage will tie off a rope around something around the well and kind of like a slink down to check if there's anything shining in the bottom or anything down there.
what you find down there is, well, the water. And the water looks passably drinkable. You find a champion tier healing potion.
I'll ascend with that and I'll hand it to Raphael, I presume. He seems to be getting his face kicked in a lot for us.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'll refill my canteen and take a nice long drink, because it has been hot out here.
Yeah, maybe it's the fact that like it kind of mingled with the water elemental, but it has like a unique taste to it. It's not terrible, but it certainly like has a unique...
more animate than you want it to be.
Yes.
That's fine. We've had worse, I'm sure, especially Mirage. I will examine these cactus and see if, like, you slice into them, are they like cactus fruit and edible, or are they more just, poisony, big, mean things?
No, there's certainly like fruits kind of like growing on like kind of like in the underbelly.
Alright, I'll slice off a couple of those and get Ruvier to take a look and see if he can tell me if they're edible or not, and how they taste.
And I don't know if you need me to tell you how they taste.
I don't know.
But yeah,
The poisonous part is up your alley.
You don't gotta roll for Ruvier. You know that the fruits of the cactids are very delicious. They're very sweet. They're used in a lot of like kind of pastries, like kind of tarts, or used in like stews.
Oh, Mirage is spending some time to gather those then.
yeah, I'll help him do that.
And we'll put any extras in Tiberius' chest cavity, of course, as always.
Yeah, Tiberius will keep
Nah.
the fruits sensibly cold or fresh.
Alright, once we're done with that, we'll approach Mask and see if he can tell us which direction from here.
Yeah, I try to draw upon, the link, and if it gives me any clues.
It does give you a clue. It tells you it's in that direction.
This way, my friends, as I point out, and let the tanks go first.
We follow Raphael.
So you
Yep.
all kind of gather upon your mounts and head down through.
Oh, I'll give them out one of the fruit.
As you all kind of travel down, kind of consuming, your rations and of course the fruits. You find yourself at a rather unique site. Unlike the kind of barren, kind of rockiness of where the well was, this you can tell has been kind of shifted by the sands. It looks fresh. It looks as if pristine. Water flows. Beautiful plants grow. And a structure that looks like it has lasted for centuries is before you.
Let them out and take a drink if it's so inclined.
Yeah, that is good. That is good fresh river water.
Looks a little small for a dragon. You think this is it?
Mass, you do recall that when you were scrying that you saw a location that had 6 faces of mages, and while you didn't see the inside of the structure, this structure looks very much like what it looked like. So you're probably in the right direction.
I'm certain that this is the place mentioned in my vision. As for why we don't see a dragon nearby, I agree, it's more about who knows, there may be an underground compartment or some such. We should examine it closer before we come to any conclusions.
Raj would nod and fall into line
Let's
with
go.
Mask, just in case there's magical traps on this or whatnot. Or let Raphael go first and face tank him, that's fine too. He wants to get his health down under half anyway. Oh, is the door closed? I assume so.
Oh, yeah, that's
It
a good
was-
question,
it
actually.
was- yeah, it was certainly shut.
And then I don't go. But like, can we open it, or is it like locked or something?
It certainly looks like it is locked, but you don't see any. You don't see like anything that looks like a lock on it. But as you push on it, you can certainly tell that it's like something is kind of pushing you back almost. There's probably some kind of enchantment on the door.
Mirage will step aside then for Mask. Magical stuff is definitely more up his alley.
Very well then. And you take a look at it. You want me to roll a wizarding check or something?
Sure. Oh yeah, Mask, you know exactly how this door opens. You know those you know the touch screens where you have to do it like in a pattern? That's basically all you have to do. But the way that the pattern looks, it looks like it wants you to do like a particular element.
Right, I'll cast some cantrips in the elements that it is displaying then to unlock it.
Okay, as you do that, the last one, which is kind of like a combination of all of them, kind of makes like a little rainbow, like your color spray, that causes it to open.
Simple. Up after you, gentlemen.
Right.
I'm glad he recognizes he's the gentleman. Mirage will follow Raphael inside.
Okay, as you all begin walking inside, you see, of course, a row of pillars and these very large, like bronze-looking faces. And all of them obviously have like kind of a different face on it. A mask. And actually all of you, if you would like to kind of examine the faces, you can with a wisdom and a kind of investigative background.
I'll be honest, I'll probably be trying to check out that chest if that's actually there.
I'm actually more interested in the circle of pillars.
Okay. Yeah, the chest.
I'll walk around the outside to look at the chest.
Yeah, the chest is there, but you get you're a little apprehensive of it being out in the open like that.
Yeah, that feeling of something's weird about this. I'll keep my eye on it anyway.
Yeah. And what are you looking at, Raphael?
The circle of pillars.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything magic about them or anything.
You do see that there are there's kind of like various little symbols on them. And for Mask, as you're kind of looking around and you're kind of looking at the various faces, it's almost obscure. It takes you a little bit longer to see them just because of how huge they are. But on the faces, you see these kind of symbols that represent various elements, and kind of coming back to you, Raphael, you find that there is like some inscriptions on the pillars.
Can I read them, or are they some language?
You can definitely read them.
What it is?
They basically say, find my counterpart. But it says it a little bit more eloquently. It says something like, missing the missing soul counterpart, only through which balance is achieved. Like that kind of very flowery.
Yeah.
You kind of go. These were definitely written by mages because only mages write over the top.
Raphael, do you find anything?
Yeah, I told them about the inscriptions on the pillars. They're kind of cryptic, aren't they?
Interesting. And he looks around at the pillars around him. Perhaps we could examine if any of these pillars are all similar to each other and think of a way to If they are, think of a way to link them up. And I guess, yeah, we'll be like walking in a circle, just examining the shapes of the pillars, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and put like what kind of symbols you see.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Yes. Ask to like point to each of the statues, and it'll be like, this is Earth, this is the air, blah 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 blah. That would no, yeah. I guess we eventually start sounding like that.
the counterparts are pretty easy to figure out, I'd say, but how do we
Tear them?
Yeah, that.
Mirage should check. Can they be shifted, like turned to face the other one, maybe?
What you find is, while the faces themselves can't be turned, the pillars can, and the pillars are kind of the way that they're kind of designed. They have the various symbols actually etched into them.
The pillars can be turned or shifted around?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So how do the pillars line up? Because there's 8 of them and 6 of the things.
That's the puzzle.
Well, like which pillar has like which symbols?
Okay. I'll see if I can do it.
I feel like there's gonna be 2 fake ones then probably. They're just screw with this.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of observing, that pillar has air.
Okay.
This pillar has this one. This one. That one will be blank. This one is going to have water. This one is going to have cane. And this one is going to have earth. I'm missing one. I'm missing fire.
Yeah.
I'm getting an ire for the fire.
What do you think, Mass? We just move or shift the pillar towards its closest counterpart, or what?
Well, it's worth a try, I suppose, for experimentation is the basis of the arcane art, that's all.
I'll try to adjust the earth one over towards air, or turn it that direction if that works.
Yeah, sure. You kind of push, like, as soon as you, like, you push a little bit, and as soon as it, like, kind of connects with earth, you see the kind of the top of the pillar, like, kind of magically turns to, like, stone, and then when you push it away from it, it kind of goes back to being a normal pillar.
Huh.
I say, I think you're onto something, Mirage.
Mirage looks confused. He hopes somebody else figured something out from that because he's not sure.
Maybe we just have to match them to the same symbol.
Is it possible to actually cast the magic?
I don't
onto
think
something?
yourself is your counterpart.
It's fair.
Unless I misunderstand.
Well, you guys can certainly think about it. But I'm pretty sure, you know, after you guys are kind of sitting and thinking for a little bit, I'm sure Mass kind of gets the impression that its counterpart means the opposite element with it. So, for example, let's do a very, very simple one. Fire is obviously the counterpoint of water.
Yeah.
So essentially, if you were to
An earth to air.
Yeah. So if you were to take water, for example. So if you were to move the water pillar and you pushed it to where fire is, that's probably what it means by counterpart. Because what is the balance of fire but water?
I had said I pushed the earth one to air specifically. That was not right then.
Like basically what it does is when you do that, it just turns it into like the object of it is. So like earth, it turns to stone. If you were to like move the earth stone to like air, it would probably just be like airish, like wind would kind of blow on it.
So they changed where you pushed them to? Okay, I'm confused for a little bit then. Alright, Mask, figure this out.
Alright, well,
Okay,
like I said, I think you were onto something, Mirage. So all we got to do is like
push the pillars around.
awesome, and they
Arcane
push.
is right next to Divinity here, so I'm gonna push it in front of Divinity.
So basically, what Mass kind of figures out from it is, you push the pillars to its counterpoint, cast that counterpart's elemental spell. We'll go with it like.
Okay, so you basically push Earth to air, but you have to then cast an Earth spell on the Earth pillar to make it a counterpart, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Alright, the simple ones are simple. So Arcane and Divinity, I assume, are the ones for each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say, in fact, I'll do this, because it's kind of weird to have the two that are blank. This one is simply called, that one's called Void. And then this one we'll simply call Death. There we go. That way they're all named.
Alright. And then when we're done, all of the other ones, just to see if it does anything. I'm going to turn the Void Pillar to point towards the Death Pillar. See if they do anything.
Okay. So as like the Void and Death Pillar kind of commingle, what happens is all the other ones they glow, and the mouths begin to open.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
As that happens, as the mouths open, you hear a churning sound. And out of the mouths bubble out little oozes.
Little friendly oozes?
No.
I doubt it.
The
They seem
oozes,
friendly.
the oozes just kind of bubble and kind of move around. Maybe like there's like a bit of a cuteness to them as they kind of like congeal and kind of flow around. But you can see that kind of inside of the oozing, the kind of oozy transparency, that there's little kind of arcane symbols kind of bubbling in them.
Some sort of rune or something, let's see, almost say.
Yeah. And they kind of just kind of churn and kind of like as kind of oozes do. Does anybody attempt to interact with them?
I poke it with a stick and see if it melts.
The stick gets taken in, and it spits the stick out.
Is the stick intact?
It is intact.
Huh.
I'm gonna ask not Tiberius. I'm gonna ask Mask to see what happens if he puts fire on the fire one. If that does anything, maybe.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Okay, I got disconnected for the last.
Oh no!
Oh.
Summarize.
Yeah,
Okay, basically what happened is there are now these oozes kind of churning around, and Ruvir is trying to ask you what they are.
what?
Yeah, what is-
Yeah. No, I'll take a. I'll ponder. What are these things? And do I know anything?
You do.
Wisdom.
It would be intelligence for these, because this is intellectual. You know, Mask, that these are arcane oozes, and for you know how like regular like oozes and slimes, if it's got like meat on it, they swarm it, they eat it, they melt it. That's what typical oozes and slimes do. Arcane oozes, you know, they like to eat magical things. They eat magic. So, for you, Mask, for you being a mage, Ruvir being a caster of divine magics, Raphael being a paladin necromancer, basically any form of magic makes them hungry. So you're kind of like, oh no, this is actually not good for us. But they're not but you know that so long as you don't like kind of activate them. I'm using quotation marks by casting a spell in front of them. Like it's like they're trying to. It's almost like a predator kind of sniffing the air. Like they're trying to find out if there's magic in here.
So mask them, put fire on them. Don't put fire on the fire one.
Just use mundane.
But you do see that they're starting to kind of slowly ooze their way over to Tiberius. Like,
Oh no! No!
it's like very slowly, kind of wiggling themselves to
I'll create a small illusion of myself running around and try and keep them away from Tiberius. See if they prefer to eat actual magic than magical Tiberius.
As you do that, again you see one of them. It's when your fake image gets to here that you see the Grand One, almost like a bullet, just hits it, and then just instantly kind of pulls it in and sucks, like literally just evaporates it.
Oh, does it get bigger?
As that happens, again, it starts to, it's becoming a bit more active. It's trying to find the person who made that magic. And the other ones are still kind of slowly moving.
I'm being hunted. Do something, Mask.
Well, Mask, do it.
Yeah, I should. The wizard. You're asking the wizard to do something about this magic seeking.
I don't know if these are.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well, just identify them. Tell us what they want and what they're doing and what we should deal with them.
They are attracted to magic. And they want to consume magic, which is a bit of a problem considering that Tiberius is, filled with it. Okay, I got an idea. So I will cast a mage hand in this direction, and the mage hand will slowly move out of the door.
Yeah, you feel the oozes kind of slowly beginning to flow out.
Yep. I'll keep maintaining it until the oozes are enough away for them to not be a immediate threat, I suppose.
Yeah, they just kind of slowly flow out.
Did the Star Scryer make this or something? This doesn't make any sense.
I'm not sure myself.
It may not have been her. Remember that there were other wizards and
Icons.
other icons.
But just to be clear, if we look up towards the roof, is the sky open above us or not?
No, this is enclosed.
Okay.
In fact, Mask, you recall a time that there was a mage, but he was known as the Mad Mage. And he was just as powerful as the Star Scryer had been. And people respected him and all that type of stuff. But they did so mostly because he was so temperamental that they just did not want him to keep him happy. Otherwise, he makes things like this.
Mirage, my friend. These are not products of the Askraya. They are the results of a certain mage. We only know him as the Mad Mage, and I believe his name is a little self-explanatory. But yes, he used to be a powerful mage that we had to keep pacified all the time, or he would
Make stupid
Great.
puzzles.
Yeah, make stupid puzzles and win stupid rewards, I suppose you could say.
Yeah, like the arcane oozes themselves are basically what happens, and this is something that the Mad Mage had figured out, is that if you feed oozes magic, they will actually want to eat magic instead of like flesh. And so basically what would happen is if like another wizard or something he thought would try to replace him, or he thought it was getting too powerful, he would slip an arcane ooze into like a gift or something from them, and it would essentially eat the magic out of the wizard, effectively making them not magic anymore. He actually ruined a lot of magical families because of that.
Yeah, that's a dick move.
You just hear like on the winds, it's like, I'm the Mad Mage, what do you want?
That's the voice
Is
he was
the
like.
Mad Mage doing a Marlon Brando?
I mean, who? Okay, what voice?
Apparently they're Italian families. That's all you need to know, okay?
That's fine. I didn't assume the Mad Mage was an Italian mobster. I don't. It wasn't where my went.
Well, that's canon now, so too late.
The arcane was gonna break your knee.
You mages muscling on my territory.
But essentially, well, but yeah, you, as of right now, you guys are free of any arcane oozes.
I look to Mask for guidance.
Is the chest? Did someone open the chest yet?
I didn't trust the chest. I'm gonna be real with you.
That's true, but well, there's only one last thing left in this area, so I guess, like, do I detect any malignant? Is that any
Mask? You mean like any kind of like magic trappings or anything like that?
Yep.
Presumably, yeah.
Yes, you do.
Alright, I guess I'll try to dispel it then.
Okay.
And then the arcane oozes come back because you cast a spell. Like, I got you.
Well, yes, we don't have a choice, I suppose.
No, I'm not that.
Hey.
I'm not that much of a horrible GM.
That's arcane ooze entrapment.
No. I mean, I was thinking about it because they are kind of cool, but there's other encounters that you can deal with them. So Mask, you dispel the magic on the chest, you open it up, and you you instantly frown as inside of the chest is like maybe a paltry sum. It is like a paltry sum of paltry sum of gold, and written in wizard and like kind of wizard hieroglyphics. It just said, "Get pranked, bro."
He's truly mad.
It's just like the message symbols in Dark Souls. Like,
Yes, it's literally that. It is
like, don't give up, skeleton.
It is literally that. But gold-wise, I say paltry, but it's like 100 gold. That's paltry for high-level adventurers.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll take some poultry gold. I'll buy some chickens.
That's poetry go.
I know you said paltry. I know you said paltry. I was making.
Actually, if you look at the gold, they actually do have chickens on them.
free chickens.
Are they even gold? Like actual gold?
Are they chocolate gold?
Yes, it is chocolate.
I will take 100 chocolate gold coins in the desert.
They're melted and just absolutely terrible.
No, they're not. They're not. They are chocolate. They are still good, but they do kind of have like a. They kind of have a weird kind of metal
Aftertaste.
Aftertaste.
Also, they're laxatives.
I look for the coin slot on Tiberius.
Tiberius covers his behind.
Oh god!
Oh no. I thought he was like one of those fancy banks where you like put in his hand and then he like it rolls up his arm or something.
Oh, if you do that, then yeah, he.
Those little cat box ones?
Yeah, the little cool piggy banks.
No, I'm just joshing you. It's not that. It's on his chest.
Okay. As long as we don't turn him upside down to try and get all the coins out, that's fine.
It is with that though. You know, you guys at least you have a place that you can rest. As you can kind of detect that there's probably no more arcane oozes there. They were basically like a weird wizard trap thing, just because again, mad mage. But you guys can rest there, and I think that is a good. Oh no, it won't let me. It won't let me. It won't let me. Probably means I need to reset. So with that though, we're gonna head to the main because it is end of session. Zure, what did you like, and what do you want to see next time?
The combat was fun. Having some blocker enemies was kind of interesting. I felt a little bit disappointed that the water elemental didn't get to use its fun ability, but that happens, unfortunately. Really enjoyed the idea of the Italian troll mob, essentially, of wizards. Next time, I'm curious to see what this had to do with the dragon still. Or else if this is just a troll that he got his vision stolen, but we'll see what happens.
It was more just like, this is like on the trail of the dragon, this is like a location, so that means that you're close to it. Didn't necessarily have to do with the dragon. That is with scrying. Scrying is could be very inaccurate at times. Zen, what did you like, and what do you want to see next time?
I liked the gold chicken coins. That was pretty funny. I had a lot of fun finding out about Masks Past a bit. Next time, I want to see my dice roll decently.
Nanika, what did you like? What do you want to see next time?
Yeah, I like the combat encounters too, and getting to meet one of my NPCs is interesting for Mars' backstory. Next time, I want to see where the trail leads to, I guess.
I think you certainly will. Mega, what did you like, and what do you want to see next time?
I like the combat too. It was fun. I enjoyed the puzzle. Even if I'm maybe too tired to properly appreciate it. Next time, I want to see the skeleton dragon. I don't know if we'll get to it next time, but I want to see the skeleton dragon.
Certainly might happen. With the party will rest for the night, and they will continue on to find this dragon. What does it all mean for Mask? And we'll find out next time on